doesn't matter. We're just hanging. So I'll get started. I'm sure some peeps will keep hopping on. But I'm going to get started here. I appreciate everyone being on time. And yeah, we'll have you in and out of here in the next, 30-ish minutes. So first off, happy holidays to everyone. If you celebrated Christmas, Merry Christmas. If we're right in the thick of it. We just had our third Christmas today, our third gift opening here at our own house. We did both the sides, and then we got to, and we were super COVID safe all of December so we could see our parents, but it was really a good, special time. So it's fun to see all you guys celebrating as well. So I have the waiting room popping, so I'm just going to hit the waiting room a few times. So just a couple of announcements, and I want to read this post that Tyler Dickerhoof put in Impact Makers today, or he put it there a couple days ago, in case you haven't seen it. It says, I'm just going to help mute people. Okay. It says, and this was this past week, he said, can I share something with you all? I just had a thought as yes, I sit here. This will be the lowest cycle week we ever have again. So why would I reflect on that? Next week, meaning this week, we will have the cookies and cream release. The following week, our world changes forever. Collagen Elixir, I know we'll do things for our business we likely haven't seen since 2011. Yeah, I said it. The early results are off the hook. The ease to make money with simplicity is there. The duplication will be so easy that we'll be so thankful for the life-changing money. The lessons we have learned the last 10 years in regards to leadership and business will be of the highest demand. So yes, I sit here with my family, not one bit worried, but rather so excited for the future. And I hope that you can apply that as well when you're thinking about where you're at and where you want to be for 2021. So, you know what, I didn't realize there wasn't a week in between there, cookies and cream tomorrow, honestly, has been our record days in the past. And so I want you to picture that being your record day. I want you to picture, gosh, who can I contact? Who can I reach out to? Who can I just have that extra touch with? Hey, cookies and cream, it's one of my favorites. Just tell people they're going to love it and just try it. And it's an easy one for the whole family to love. Jake's dad already said he wants to order 20 canisters for reals because he likes it all year long, one a day, And then the collagen elixir, if you're not yet, and it's okay. If collagen isn't your thing, that's okay. But I want you to just recognize what Tyler said. The simplicity, the duplication will be so easy. It's literally like, get the bottles, open the bottles, drink, this little nail thing. But, it's, if cleanse coaching isn't your deal, or if helping others, lose a ton of weight isn't your deal, if you're more into just like holistic wellness and making people feel great and getting good results. And, I love how people, they get the Ionix, they know how to use it. They get an e-shot, they know how to use it. They get a BIA, they know how to crack it open and use it. It's just so simple. And that is just huge for the coming year. So those are two updates. January 11th, we are having a special evening of training with a guy who is an expert on LinkedIn for network marketing. So LinkedIn, I am really excited. Jake and I have been working really hard over the past couple of weeks to just get really well versed on LinkedIn. Only in a couple of weeks, but I already have 3 phone calls set up with people to tell them about Isagenix and tell them my story. And so for people, it's going to be like a workshop. It's going to be 8 p.m. Monday the 11th. So coming right out of New Year's kickoff to have this guest speaker come to a free workshop for our team is going to just be incredible. And then also the new pools just started. And so I know last week we went through some examples. Drew, we shouted you out about the extra cash you made in the pools and how fun. So be paid as manager or be paid as director or be paid as executive to be working through those pools. It's going to be just an incredible next 6 months for everyone. So even Drew, you did that before, you have a reset. So now you have 3 more months that you can earn in the manager pools over the next 6 months, and then 3 more months to earn in the director pools after that. So it's just growth. It's just growth. It's extra. on top of what you're making in the other ways that we make money. So it's very exciting. And then, so really what I wanted to, and then January 8th and 9th is New Year's kickoff. So blocking the night of the 8th is going to be wonderful. That is going to be, you know, a lot of the product information, the new release of the collagen, Dr. Plant, I'm sure, branding, you know, all of the ISA 2.0 stuff. I know Eric Cooper did an amazing job at Celebration, so it's going to be so good. And then daytime on Saturday, the 9th. So really spending time plugging in, and use it as a prospecting tool too. You know, people are sitting at home, it's Friday night and Saturday, like what else are they doing? But taking a look at opportunities, taking a look at something that could be life-changing for them. Have them plug in just to Friday night. Maybe someone's like, what is this collagen thing? Or like, what is it Isagenix is doing? Just be like, just watch for free from home, comfort of your home, and learn about it, okay? So building to events has always been a cornerstone for us and will continue to be. Really, truly. You know, I wish we were all last January. We're coming up on a year here. We had about 65 of us in Phoenix hanging out. I don't know if you remember the Phoenix Public House. If you were there, we had that fun night. Drew, that was when you were on stage for IsaBody, right? At that event. Like just an incredible way for us all to come together and have community. I know we're not quite there yet. We will be there soon. You guys, we will be there on the other side of this pandemic, and I can't wait for it. So, you know, really continue to make it a priority. So what I want, and thank you, Barbie, for putting that stuff in the chat. Yes, on specifically what's happening at the event. So what I want us to spend the time on tonight, just over the next 20 or so minutes, is really taking some time to think through the clues that 2020 has provided us and the lessons from 2020. And I'm going to walk you guys through a bit of an exercise because I think it's really, really important for us to, you know, Tony Robbins says the power of our questions determines the quality of our life. The power of our questions determines the quality of our life. And so when we can ask ourselves good questions and we can be pulling clues out from 2020, we can get clearer. We can be you know, have more impact on our life. We can say yes to the right things. We can say no to the right things. We can prioritize. We can have the right level of discipline and commitment. We can make sure that we are, you know, putting our energy on the things that make our heart ache and make our heart sing and make us want to do bigger things and have more and be more and perform more, create more. I mean, you know, all the things we've been talking about. Beth was just talking about horses she wants to buy, right? So we all have the passions in our life that we want to create. I know a lot of the passions that you guys have in your life. And, you know, I would love to have actual one-on-one conversations with every single person about what you want 2021 to look like for you. So get out a piece of paper if you don't have one in front of you. But I'm gonna walk through a few questions and take some time, put it, you know, you're probably going to need more than what we have here. You can go back and you can really take some time to reflect and to say, you know what, this is how I'm going to set myself up for 2021. Because the truth of the matter is, this is a self-directed business. Every single thing that you want it's directed by you. You're the one. The dream's on your heart. The things that you want, the way you want your next year to look when you come back a year from now, when we're sitting here between Christmas and New Year's of 2021, it's, you know, what matters most to you. I can tell you exactly, you know, the steps to get there. That's, you know, Jake and I are taking the steps. We can tell you the steps. So many of these amazing leaders on this call right now can tell you the steps, but it's really a matter of what's on your heart and what decisions you're going to make 2021 your year, your best year yet, really. So first I want you to, and it's 10 questions. Number one, what moments were I in flow? What moments were you in flow? And by in flow, you know, for me, I think about doing 3-way calls with new people and dreaming big with them and drawing out the compensation plan. I think about moments, yes, sorry, I had a private message from my husband. No, just giving me a notice. I think about moments of, you know, someone asking questions and having objections about Isagenix and being able to kind of like address their concerns or their issues. You know, once I'm in a conversation with someone about Isagenix, to me, I'm in flow. You know, I think about being able to explain or talk or point people to a tool. You know, and then other moments of life. You know, what moments in your life, those random, you know, I think about our dinner, sitting around dinner with our girls and talking through gratitudes and having those moments as a family, you know, after the few days that they did actually go in person to school, when we would all come together and hear about each other's days, you know. Or I think about the long walks as a family, you know, being out fit in the middle of the summer. What moments are you in flow with your work, with your life? It's going to give you the clues, right? It's going to give you what's most important. For some of you, maybe it's your first hour in the morning when you're meditating and spending the time, you know, by yourself, giving your gratitudes for your day. Maybe it's when you're working out. Maybe it is, you know, the extra 2 hours you had because you weren't commuting to the office. Maybe you want to be able to get rid of a commute for once and for all because it was giving you a clue this year. You know, I've talked to people on this team where the pandemic has given them clues that they don't actually want to be commuting to an office anymore. They've been on a hamster wheel forever and they're like, gosh, what else could I do? My priorities have shifted. Okay, number 2, what moments made my heart full? Or what moments made my heart sing? Maybe it was having a teammate get an IsaWallet upload for the first time. You know, for me, it's seeing someone else, oh my gosh, I just hit double PIBs for the first time, or I just hit consultant, or I just created a consultant. You know, I love when someone rank advances and we didn't even have anything to do with it, because it's the two people that are being empowered to work on that together. Or someone tunes in for the very first time to a virtual event, you know, and they hear an Emily Vavra or Zach Slobin or Susan Sly or Eric Coover or someone talk and train, and they're like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. You know, I love that. Those moments make my heart sing. Third, what do I want to do more of in 2021? What do you want to do more of? More, you know, for me, more gratitudes, more laughter, more lightness, more, what else do you guys want to do more of in 2021? And share in the chat if any of these are, if specific things are coming, put them in the chat. More drying out the comp plan, Barbie said. Yep, that's good. I want more no's, actually. So I have been straight up, that makes your heart sore. Yes, drying out the comp plan makes your heart sore. That is the dang truth. I see it in you every time, and you're in flow doing it. So it's like, how many more people can you get that in front of, right? And I want more no's, honestly. I want more. What do I want more of? I want no's. I want people who are like, you know what, it's not for me. And then I don't have to keep them swirling around in my head, because I have the swirling. I could name 5 people right now who are swirling around in my head, and I'm just ready to ask them, right? Why not? I'd rather they tell me no than me swirl them around and wonder. What do I want less of in 2021? Less comparison. These are just ideas. You know yours in your heart. Less complaining. Less judgment of myself. Judgment. Oh, Jake. He typed that when I was saying it. I know. I know, you guys think we're so like easy on ourselves. we just sit around and judge ourselves. No, you know, less excuses, less enabling, right? So many things, less skirting around the tough conversations, less avoiding. Okay, less family drama. Beth, I love that. Yeah, whatever it is, you know, your life gives you these clues. A lot of times we don't stop and think through it. Less procrastination, Jake. Good. Yeah, just do it. Okay, number 5. Where did I perform extremely well? What are you so good at? What did you do so well? Maybe you touched your business every single day. Maybe you added value in the product group every single day. Maybe your simple use of the products every single day was so on point. Maybe you did really well at getting people started. You know, Paige Holman, I know your face isn't on. If your cameras, if you turn them on, just people in general. But Paige, you started a whole ton of people this year. Pibs, double Pibs, Pibs, double Pibs. It's so good. What did you do really well? You shared the product so well this year, you know? So affirm that, write that down, give yourself credit for that. You know, be grateful for what you guys have done really well. Yes. Danny, Sammy, Emily, anyone, turn on your cameras if you can. If you can't, that's okay. But it is fun to see your faces. And Paige, your background is like perfect. So yeah, camera on, it's good. 6, where did I fall short? And answer this with grace for yourself. You know, this isn't to beat yourself up. This isn't to be, you know, it's really, where did you fall short? It's just a clue. You know, it's just a clue. It's, yes, Sammy, hi. It's great. If the puppy comes on, that's great. You know, it's just a clue. It's just, gosh, I, you know, wish I would have kicked off my mornings better. I was scrambling. I was on reactive mode from the moment I woke up in the morning. It's my life. You know, or maybe you were not brave with sharing the business side and you're like, where did I fall short? Gosh, I didn't tell anyone that they could do this too. I'm the one doing it, but I didn't tell anyone that they can do it too. Or I didn't follow the system, you know, or I tried to be the expert, right? Or, you know, I had someone start, but I didn't like plug them in. There's all these ways that we fall short. The only reason I know them is because I've done them over the years, you know, and we'll continue to do them. And then, okay. 7, in what ways, where was I consistent? What were you consistent with? You know, similar to the, you know, perform extremely well, but where did you show up every single day? Yeah, Beth, during college, you weren't consistent with ISA. It's just a good notice. Yeah, the more honest you are, the more light you will shine in the dark corners to help you grow. Jake, that's profound. Good job. Where was I not where was I consistent? Number 7. Number 8, where did I not honor my commitments to myself? Maybe you committed to yourself that you were going to reach out to 3 people a day and you fell flat. Maybe you committed to yourself that you would follow up with every single person and you fell flat. Maybe you committed to yourself that you were going to plug into every single event, virtual event, whatever they were this year, but you didn't commit. Maybe the team call. Maybe it's the team call. Maybe you were like, I'm going to just commit that 30 minutes, plug in every week, and you didn't. Or maybe you didn't hold up some end of the bargain with your spouse or with your kids or with your promises to your fitness and your mindset. Maybe you're feeding your brain. You weren't consistent in feeding your brain healthy things, your mindset work, right? Whatever it is, it's the formula of, you know, all of these things put together. And don't do it with shame. Don't do it with judgment. Don't do it with, you know, beating yourself down. Just do it as a notice, you know? There's people talk, you know, therapists and stuff. They talk about watch it go by. Like just you're kind of just watching it go by like it's a cloud. Oh yeah, that's where I wasn't consistent, but you can detach yourself from it because you're not bringing it with you to the 2021. Okay? Oh yeah, I wasn't very consistent in eating healthy 3 meals a day. I ate a lot of junk food or my late night snacking or whatever it is for you. Maybe that's not for you. Workouts. Maybe it's the workouts, right? Okay, number 9. And these last 2 are super important. What do I most want in 2021? What do you most want in 2021? And you know, Isagenix could be the vehicle to help you achieve that. That's up to you, and it's up to what you put. And I whatever you put, whatever's on your heart, what you most want in 2021, that's the perfect answer for you. It could be peace in your heart. It could be freedom. It could be a sense of accomplishment when your head hits the pillow. It could be hitting executive, 1 star, 2 star, 3 star. It could be, you know, making X amount of dollars in the business so that you can blank. It could be feeling really harmonious in your household, having a clean house with a harmonious space and a spouse who feels supported through all of your work. It's whatever is on your heart, right? It could be helping a new person every month pop to consultant, a new business partner every month, or 2 new people every month get started, or 5 new people get started on Isagenix every month. Yeah, that's good. Manager or higher, those are good. You guys, yeah, it's all good. But really get clear on what it is that you want. And number 10, what can I control to get myself as close to that, what I most want as possible? What can I control? What can you control to create that? Jake says a life in flow. So, I mean, I would say, spend some time later writing out, what does that mean, right? What does that mean? Does that mean easy schedule? Does that mean total time freedom? Does that mean a lot of, just free days, routine, no surprises? Just think through like what it means, like harmony. Yeah, family, business, and everything, right? And, it really is. I mean, Isagenix really, we have some really exciting years ahead of us. I mean, we have decades ahead of us, but I know we're in just this moment because the cycles of business are like this, you guys. They are. Every business. I was talking with someone recently. We're coming up on 6 years ago that Target Corporation, where both Barbie and I worked, went through some massive layoffs. I got laid off after working for them for 17 years. I had been with them since I was 16, so over half my life at the time, and they laid me off. And the stock price was the lowest it's ever been. They were struggling. They had that huge security breach, if you remember the data breach with all the credit cards and the information. They fired their CEO, CIOs, all of them. And right now, 6 years later, Target is at this, like, their stock price has never been this high, and they're crushing it in the pandemic. And they've like reinvented in the coolest way, and like they're unstoppable. And that's what, it's like people either, and that's why the company is, I mean, ISA 2.0 and the product innovation and the new branding and the marketing, and it all plays a role. And it's all so smart, because you kind of either you grow up, which we, the company had huge growth, just like Tyler was talking about in 2011. And then you kind of stabilize, and then, you go down. We've gone down for a few years, but that's to set up where, then a company either becomes irrelevant and dies off, like a Kmart and Sears or something, Radio Shack, I don't know, name some others, or they reinvent, they become so relevant that they have their next wave. That's what's happening for sure. Shopko, there you go. So just think through, what can I control? I can control the number of people I talk to every day. I can control the number of times I tell my story. I can control at least the number of asks, right? You can ask X number of people. I can control, my attitude every day when I show up to my business, the number of contacts I'm making, adding to my list every day, all of the things that are step 1 through 4 in the business. Everything on leadersrisehere.com you can control. Showing up here, asking the person to take a look, plugging them in, getting them on a 3-way call, plugging them into the groups, checking in with them, helping them get paid. Sure, there's things out of our control, but just be thinking through, what is it in 2021 that I'm going to do differently? And here's kind of a bonus part to that. What do I need to let go of to move forward? Maybe it is judgment of others. Maybe it is perfectionism. Maybe it is this idea that I'm not good enough, or putting other people on a pedestal, or thinking that someone has the secret sauce, and if only I had that, if I was this or that, or more fit or prettier or more popular or more, all these thoughts go through our heads. I know it because I have them too, right? Maybe if I had this or that, or this business background, or if I had, this massive weight loss transformation, we all have things that we can say, gosh, I'm lacking there. But what do you need to let go of? What limiting beliefs, what negative thoughts, or what things are you constantly playing out in your mind? Because most likely your mind is either massively helping or massively hindering your success. So what are those things? What are those things that you need to let go of? I think about the affirmations. I think about the scripting that Peter Kelly talked about, writing out playing it out, and just again and again and again, and that habit, that daily habit of, consistent repetition of what it is that I'm creating, and then the action to match with it. It's the scripting and the action together. That's like, there's no secret sauce beyond that, you guys. There's not. The scripting and the affirmations and the mindset and the action. Just do it. And, so we are so, so, so grateful for each and every one of you, no matter how little or how massively you feel that you've contributed. You contribute massively to this team just simply by being here, simply by showing up, simply by shining your light, simply by, being a bright light to others, and saying yes to yourself, and saying yes to, Isagenix, products, business, all of it. And we're thrilled to be here together through the next year. Hi, I'll be right out. Okay. Do you see how I'm on a call? Just go that way. Go find Daddy. I know. Chick's like dying right now. Right. Doing more than talking. Okay. And I'm almost done, Kate. And, and then I will, so, yes, we're so grateful for each and every one of you, for whether you've been here for a day, a month, a year, the entire, 7 years, my husband, whoever, every bit of the way that you have shown up, we are so grateful for. And, I will leave you with the 4 things that I consistently, these are the things that build the business. And these are the things that every time we help a new person launch, we walk through. These are the 4 things. And I would say right now, I don't like, it's not like a relaunch of your business, because we're all just in the business, but it's a good reminder of the 4 things, right? It's touch your business every single day. It's get to every event in some form or another. And I'll say the detail real quick on how to get on New Year's kickoff virtually. It is get on the team calls and ask your team to do the same. So you're showing up for 30 minutes. I know for Barbie's team, 60 minutes on Monday nights of continuing education. Just, I'm here, I'm present, I'm checking it out. I'm learning, I'm setting the stage for my week. And then it's be here a year from today. Make a note to yourself. Monday, December 28th, 2021. I will be doing the do. I will be building. I will be here. We will have a team call inevitably, you guys. Monday, December 27th, 2021. So being here, and you all play an amazing role in the team call, the energy, the input, that's a role that we all play. And as we have new people come on, we all play a role of being like, here's our team, this is who we are. And especially in a virtual world where we can't all be meeting at the Phoenix Public House like we want to be, we have to get creative and be like, okay, here we are, come do with us, And I honestly just, between keeping it simple and doing the 4 things, using Leaders Rise here and plugging in, you guys, every single one of you can be unstoppable. Okay. So that's what I have. Oh, New Year's kickoff. If you're watching it from home, I'm guessing, I'm making a guess. It's at isagenixlive.com. Is that right? Okay. Thank you, Barbie. Thank you, Drew. isagenixlive.com. We'll put that in the chat. is going to have it all. So that's what's cool too, you guys. It'll be there, but it will, that is where it is, right? We'll talk about it again before that. I know Jake wanted me to say that, but we'll be here again next week to confirm. Info is at Isagenix Events. Yes, thank you. Isagenix Events. See, look at these people. They know. You certainly don't have to know everything to do this business. You just have to know where to find it. Okay, so I want to wish you all, if anyone has anything they want to, have anything they want to share, please do. I think Sammy's playing with her puppy. And yes, I love it. It's so sweet. And I really do. Here's the thing. If you're saying, you know what, 2021, I'm taking it up a notch. I'm ready to do more. I have a goal. I want to do it. Reach out to Jake or me or another mentor of yours. We're going to walk through the new associate interview. You don't have to be new to do it. It's 6 questions. I love to know where people are at. Please just reach out and say, okay, I want to walk through these 6 questions. Jake or I will do that with you and just really get clear on how we can support you in 2021. And on the flip side, 2021, it's also just a new day, right? It's January 1st. We can be all hypey and big about it, but it's really just a Friday. So I don't want you to, because if we put too much hype around the date, then what happens? The excitement wanes by about the 15th or the 20th of January, and we don't go after the daily discipline of creating it for the whole year. The 4 things, Barbie, touch your business every single day. Yes. Get to every event, which I recognize is still virtual. Normally I would mean in person. Get on every team call and be here a year from today. Exactly. Yeah. And you know what? If February 1st you feel like you've fallen off already, guess what? Declare February 4th your new year. It doesn't matter. We don't have to wait for the new Jan 1 every year. Okay? Just start now and don't stop. And we all have our paces and they're all perfect. But just a little bit every day. That's how you get that compound effect. That's how you get what anyone that you admire and what they've created, that's what they've done. They don't have a secret beyond that. Okay? So we love you all. We hope that you have an absolutely fantastic new year. And yeah, we'll see you here next week. And we can't wait to do big things together in the new year. Bye, everyone.